My name is Clare Ring. I lived in the cable station at number 22 from 1957 until 1966. My husband was a worker at Emmet. He worked in a cable station during that period until it closed. My grandson, Emmet, is here asking me questions. So Emmet, fire away with your question.
All right, so the first question I want to ask was, what was the life and lifestyle like for a cable station worker during this time?
We had a very nice lifestyle. Life was good, the pay was good, and it was pretty well guaranteed. We thought it would last forever, but it didn't. The jobs were well paid, and we were sort of a community within a community, and we all knew each other, of course, extremely well, and we had our own activities apart from the general activities of the village and of the island as a whole.
Okay, and which activities did you do in your free time?
The active members of the staff, mind you, it was an all-male staff, you have to remember that. There was a sailing club, and there was the usual football clubs, and there were tennis courts out front for the staff, a hard court and a grass court. There was a free library, and apart from that, these amenities were provided by the company. Apart from that, we had our own activities, like there was a lot of visiting, and in the winter there was a lot of card playing as well.
Very good. And what did your average day comprise of on the station?
Well, where the women were concerned, one of our biggest jobs was to keep the children quiet while their fathers were sleeping. And don't forget, it was a 24-hour service. The men did 8-hour shifts, so at some stage every week or every month the daddy, let's say, was asleep in bed during the day. And some men found it very hard to sleep during the day. Some men took it in their stride, but a lot of men didn't. So not alone did we have to remember our own husbands trying to sleep, but we had to remember maybe the men next door. They had also been on duty all night and were trying to sleep. So that was one little constraint that we had on the children, so that the men could sleep.
Yes. Next question is, do you think the cable station was a nice place for the children to grow up?
Oh, the children had an idyllic existence. We had a good income, so we could afford to, if there were a lot of children in a family, we could afford to get help with the children. They had grounds outside around the houses, plenty of space to run and play with each other. And they were well taken care of, and they had all the opportunities that a child, I think, could want. It was a marvellous existence. Most families had boats, or there was plenty of facilities for swimming and fishing. Most of the leisure activities revolved around the sea. The sea was at the end of their front garden, you could say. So it was an ideal place for a child to grow up.
And the last question we have is, what other work options were there for people that lived on Valentia Island at the time?
I don't think there were very many. There weren't that many equivalent jobs going, not salaried, pensionable jobs anyhow. When they were let go, when the station closed, some of the staff were offered, or they were all offered, or I think, transfers to London or New York. Some of them took the option of the transfer to London until they qualified for their pension. and some just left and tried to get some other ways in tourism or fishing or other pursuits.
Very good. Well, that's all we have time for, so.
Thank you very much, Emmet. I hope I've been able to
Thank you.
put you in the picture.